aka thrifts and tangles. So as you can see, I have a baby right here, but I'm a little late filming this, it's okay. I wanted to share my experience with the second trimester of birth. If you didn't see my first trimester video, click here. Boy, was I not prepared for the first trimester. We're not diving into that, I already covered that in that video. Today we are talking about the experiences of the second trimester, at least my experience. I always say every pregnancy is different, every baby's different, so this might be different from what you're experiencing. Maybe you're not pregnant, maybe you're just curious, maybe you're just watching. Let's dive into my experience in the second trimester. Okay, first I'm going to start off with some of the items that I thought were essential during the second trimester, or at least like were essential to me. The first item was orange juice. When I tell you I could not drink enough orange juice, like the taste of orange juice with pulp, heavy pulp, specifically Florida's Natural, like was something like I wanted every single day. Like orange juice was just so delicious to me. So I don't normally even drink orange juice. Like there's not usually orange juice in my fridge. Like even now there's no orange juice in my fridge. But when I was in the second trimester, oh, so delicious. The next drink, which I'm still craving now, throughout my pregnancy, this has been like an essential, Gatorade. Oh my goodness, I'll drink Gatorade. I'll pour Gatorade into a glass. Like I'll take like whatever size and like I'll pour it into a smaller glass because I don't know if I need to drink a whole thing of Gatorade, but I'll pour it into a glass and I'm like, like after every sip, like it's so obnoxious. And I tell my husband, you have to try this. This Gatorade is so good. And he's like, it's Gatorade. Like, what are you talking about? Gatorade, especially the orange Gatorade, like, oh, I don't know why. I think something with the electrolytes or whatever, like my body was working in overtime making this baby. The Gatorade was crucial. Like I always had to have Gatorade in stock, and I still do. All right, next, of course, prenatal vitamins were very important. I took these every single day. I think I missed maybe like 2 days throughout my entire pregnancy of the prenatals. I chose the 1-a-day prenatals because it came with choline, and I guess choline is like a pregnancy essential, and a lot of the vitamins do not have that. So this one came with like the pack and then a pack of choline as well. So I really like those for prenatals. Okay, another thing I needed was prune juice. Oh my gosh, I had such bloody stools during the second trimester. Like it was so bad. So my doctor suggested I drink prune juice. Now the prune juice was not the most delicious drink, but it definitely helped make sure that when I pooped, it wasn't bloody. Cause like, I wasn't ready for that and it was like painful, and if you have that problem, just get prune juice like ahead of time because that's not something you want to do. All right, I think those are my only essentials. As far as like the overall experience of the second trimester, I had so much more energy in the second trimester than I did in the first. The first trimester drained me, but the second trimester, I started to feel like myself again. I started to feel motivated again. Like I started working on my vlog stuff again. Like I didn't feel drained, which was such a relief because that's probably the worst part of pregnancy that I feel like I've experienced. Like just having that lethargic, like lack of energy, like just being fatigued all the time was horrible. So in the second trimester, it was like my energy came back, I was excited, like motivated and all that stuff, and I didn't have to nap like all day, every day. Okay, another thing was I was bloated really fast in the second trimester, so I would literally eat kids meals. Like we would go to Chipotle and I would get the kids tacos with a little apple juice and a little cutie on the side and that was like enough to fill me up. Like I could not eat big meals. I ate really small meals. If I ordered a big meal, it would basically just go to waste. Like I would eat pretty frequently, but like I could only eat really small meals at a time. So that was something that I wasn't really expecting. It was kind of weird because in the first trimester, I had the biggest appetite and like I had an insatiable hunger. So then switching to like not really eating that big of meals after that, like that was kind of strange, but I mean the kids meals were literally the perfect size. So then in the second trimester, I started having like the baby's getting bigger, right? And so I started having backaches and pelvic aches. And so I have pelvic hardware in me. I got in an accident in 2020 and I had pelvic fracture. I don't know if that's normal for pregnancy or if it's because of my hardware, but the back aches and the pelvic aches were really uncomfortable sometimes. That was the only thing I feel like I really complained about in the second trimester, were some of like my body aching. It was not fun, but it wasn't like horrible. Like it was manageable. Okay, and then the next one I was not ready for. I was not expecting. I did not know pregnant women deal with this. I watched some other videos where they talked about this and I was like, okay, this is normal. But I was so gassy. Like I couldn't even hold the gas in. Like this is TMI, this video, like you're probably learning a little too much about me right now, but I was pregnant, and if you're pregnant too, this is good to know. I literally could not hold my farts in. Like, I'd be out in public and like, they were silent, but like, I'd be like at Goodwill trying to shop and I'd be like, okay, hold it, hold it, hold it. And I couldn't hold it. And I just would feel bad for whoever was next to me. And sometimes it did make a sound. I was like, oh my gosh. Or like at work, sometimes like it was just bad. I was like, please don't come into my cubicle. I'm over here like passing gas. But if anyone had said anything, I'd be like, well, listen, I'm pregnant. What can you do? I can't hold it. I don't know what it is about pregnancy where you can't hold it, but just let it out. And it's embarrassing, but you have to, I mean, you even if you try to hold it in, it's going to slip out. So that was very weird. The next thing is I feel like I was crying more like in situations where I normally wouldn't cry. So I didn't cry that much. I feel like I cried like 2 or 3 times during the second trimester, but it was from things where I was like, really? I'm crying over this? But you know, just embrace the emotions. You got a lot going on. Let it out. Crying's good for the body, for the soul, for the mind, for all of it. But crying's like a nice release. During pregnancy, I was freezing, and it turns out I had hypothyroidism, so they put me on thyroid medication, and that like fixed everything out, balanced me out, and I was feeling like normal temperature, which was nice. So that was my experience with the second trimester. Overall, it was like very pleasant. A few aches here and there, a few cries here and there, but overall I was energized, I felt like myself, and I couldn't really complain about the second trimester. Let me know in the comments below if you had any weird cravings like me with the Gatorade. The Gatorade was my favorite. I had Gatorade like every single day and I wouldn't have it any other way. So yeah, let me know in the comments below any weird cravings, or if you had similar experiences during the second trimester, or if you had a difficult second trimester. I would like to hear that as well. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.